like to go molest the air some more.
Yeah.
Okay. They watch him molest the air.
So does he move when you go and stand where he's standing or anything like that?
He goes to another corner of the room and takes more notes.
Okay.
He seemed really interested when we talked about random and ghost wheel.
Okay.
Oh, this invisible bloke's observing us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He seems to be some sort of observer.
Nosy bastard, isn't he?
Yeah. Logan, I take out my trump and I concentrate on it.
On your own trump?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything happen?
Isn't there a trump defense skill?
Yeah.
Cool. Nothing happens. Well, you feel defended. Aha. You guys look at him concentrating on a playing card that shows him.
Quite well painted, that card.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, I don't like chilling with this guy in the room, so if we can go anywhere else, I'm starting to get stabby.
Yeah, fair enough. You used up all of them, so we don't need to worry about that. We can deal with that.
You can go show Wrestling Rad what's in the garage that has been built on the thing if you want.
Oh, okay.
Right. You guys get up and wander out of this room. Mackay, are you taking the book with you or no?
I'll pick it up and yeah, I'll take it with me for the moment. I might have a bit of a flick through, see if I can see anything that Freddie's missed, because I've got a bit more connotation to some of the stuff that Freddie might. So Freddie might not have picked up some stuff.
It'll take you 2 days to read it unless you have the fucking card that allows you to read a book twice as fast. Just FYI.
Yep, that's right.
No problem. You guys are heading out, going through the embassy. To Wrestling Rad, it looks really nice. There's guards who are rhino-headed, and they have like rifles with what's it called, the bayonets on the end and stuff, and they all snap to attention when you guys are going by.
Salute at one of them.
They stand at attention.
Yeah, good job there, mate.
You guys head out. They
I was
take
complimenting the soldiers on their posture.
They don't respond or anything. They just stand at attention.
Yeah, that's right.
They take you out to it looks like there's a lot of work going on the grounds and such. They take you out to a garage type thing, and inside they show you this.
Oh, you got it out from downstairs, did you?
Yeah, I swear I told you.
No.
Oh, spaceship you got
we'd been talking about it off and on for quite a while, but no, I didn't know you'd actually managed to do so.
Yeah, we disassembled it and then walked it out, and then I reassembled it here.
Oh, cool. Nice.
I bet that took you a while.
Yeah. And it's in working order.
Oh, nice.
Oh, shit.
So,
Now, once you get the fuel for it.
Right. We need to go get fuel from the
MMO land, the floaty stones.
That would probably be, but we would have to learn how to refine it first.
Okay.
Otherwise, and since we don't know how to get to the inn, halfway in anymore.
Yeah, I heard something that it wasn't working.
Yeah, it doesn't work anymore. He left, and he's whatever. Fuck that guy. Fucking talking about Roman gods and shit. I couldn't take it. Sometimes you just gotta.
Spaceship there that works, but you got no fuel.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a car over there underneath a tarp as well.
Ah. So if you fuel that thing, you got anybody that can fly it?
I can bump into a lot of stuff pretty ineffectively.
Nice.
You guys see Doc Fulton glaring at one of the corners of the garage. It doesn't have anything in it.
So did he just walk out with us, or did he just appear there, Doc?
He walked.
Okay.
I'll be right back. And I just I start running from room to room. Is he running and following me or no?
Right, he's running. He runs off.
There goes your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's heading for the Denny.
Quite possibly. Possibly shouldn't have used his golf putter to stir his tea.
Hmm.
Considering where that golf putter's been.
Mm-hmm.
When I get to a room that no one else is in there, I ask him. I was like, "Is there anything I can do? Like, what? Do you want some fucking tea? What's going on here?"
Now, you guys are pretty convinced Doc Fulton's gone crazy, or he, like Wrestling said, he had to take a shit.
What is this craft called?
I'm not sure he's back yet, so you'd have to ask Wrestling.
You know, I'm asking you, Logan, because I'm going to play I Can Drive That Tanker and gain skill in it.
This is a gray scout ship.
A grey scout ship, yep. As in the greys, yep.
Yep.
Okay.
It's possible I have a manual on me for this thing.
Are you wanting to pull out a fucking owner's manual for one?
You guys been looking for something like that?
I'm sure Doc would be very happy to get his hands on something like that. It'd be quite
reach in my
useful.
coat.
No problem. It's written in whatever language the Greys use and English, and probably Chinese as well, because in Mandarin,
Everything's in Chinese.
Exactly. I'm giving Wrestling a card for the owner's manual thing. There you go, buddy. That was brilliant.
Things been bugging me. Good to have that out.
Apparently, what you want, he can get.
All right, I return. He's just going to follow me around. He goes through walls. I don't get it. I check myself to see if there's some kind of weird plant on me that like something that, so I have nothing on me at all.
Just your normal shit that you usually carry and stuff. I believe you only have 2 golf balls left, though.
One.
Oh God, it's critical.
But so.
I mean, you don't have like a bug detector or anything really clever like that to check for microscopic tracking devices and shit. So you're pretty much just stripping down and looking at all of your garments and such.
Right.
And once again, you guys get to see Doc Fulton naked. He's standing there going through his underwear carefully. Nope, nothing here. Puts it back on.
Your friend getting the nutty like that often?
Sometimes. Sometimes you just wake up and your clothes are completely missing.
I'm all right in the nude. So what else you got out here in the garage?
Oh, somebody's got an owner's manual sitting on top of the spaceship.
What the fuck?
Here you go, mate. Thought you might need that.
Oh, well, thank you.
That should make things a lot easier for you. It's written in gray, English, and Chinese, or Mandarin. So there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Mandarin there. I don't know the other languages.
You don't know English. You don't know the Queen's tongue.
What's that?
You don't know the Queen's tongue.
I think I do.
What? I don't understand that. It's in Mandarin, though? Oh, excellent.
And English as well.
I don't know. Owner manuals they always seem to flow better in Mandarin anyway.
Insert the trinity of slots into the bamboo reeds of sea.
Oh, so with the owner's manual, can I just I don't want to fly it, but can I start it up and get any readouts on it? No, there's no power to it. Never mind.
As soon as you get some power, you bet. It has how to do a complete pre-flight check and all that stuff. Also, the 10 things you probably don't want to do with your new spaceship. All of it's talking about as though it's brand new and stuff, and it's remove seat covers and stuff, remove the plastic from the seats and shit. And this thing's been buried for God knows how long. So obviously the plastic seat covers have already been removed.
So I'm assuming you want to go to Bug City, not Gothic, post-apocalyptic San Angeles, or is that where you were thinking potentially getting fuel?
Sounds very nice.
You're pretty sure there's nothing there unless you can get into those bunkers, but with the bunker busters posed above them, it may be super dangerous. There's no save versus the rock hitting the area.
Yeah. No, I think if we mess too, I think the next time we mess with those bunkers, we have to go, we should go for one of the big installations, and then we have to get in, find whatever we want to look for, and then get the fuck out. Because I think that the next time we infiltrate, we'll have a small window of an opportunity, and then defenses will just destroy the rest of them.
Fair enough.
And that would be, unfortunately, something that you would have to bring Freddy for as well, because he's the hacker.
Yep. So it'll probably catch on fire as well as get hit by a rock.
Yeah.
It's a pity we cannot take Raslin through a trump.
Yeah.
Because there was a couple of things I thought might be interesting to check out.
I have no objections if you're wanting to take him, make him see if he can survive the pattern on his first day. I have no problem with that at all.
Yeah, no, I don't think we'll do that to the poor bastard.
That's my first day, God, the pattern, bitch.
That was almost what happened to Freddy. I mean, honestly.
I can't believe he decided to do it.
He lived.
Yeah, he did.
Somehow.
Yeah, and Mildred managed to do it.
If Mildred can do it, I'm thinking it may be fucking possible for anybody to do it.
That was a lot of pause, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm assuming she was probably max on hit pause when she did it.
Oh, by the way, Jason, did you figure out the number of hero points you have and stuff?
I believe it was based off my essence.
Yep, it is equal to your essence. Hero points are the new pause. So, as you know, they are vital to keep close track of.
Right, so I have 12.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And the max you can have is 20. So if you get above 20, then you make a note of them in the overflow.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm looking at here, the overflow. So
yeah,
can they be used in the overflow?
Not.
Or do they go somewhere else?
No. Basically, for every 50 points you get in the overflow, you get what is called a matrix power.
For every 50?
Yes, for every 50.
I get a matrix power. I learn Kung Fu.
Yeah, pretty much. It'll be some ability that you can do no matter what. Different places are harder to do magic than others, whereas these abilities will work anywhere. However, depending on the nature of abilities, it can attract bad attention, depending on who sees you do it.
Cool.
You got these things, basically you got MIBs, Men in Black, which are sort of like antibodies for these places. So you do stuff that's too far outside the paradigm of the place, they will appear and try and deal with you, and they're hard to kill, and they keep coming and coming and coming. But yeah, so. And they seem to be specifically to stop Doras, because there's besides our group there are other Doras that we've encountered. They seem to be our group seems to be unusual in certain aspects compared to the other Doras, so we're careful as to what we tell them about what happens with us. For example, they seem to stay around, whereas us, we seem to fade away and then come back again. And there only seems to be it ranges from 1 to 4 of us at any one time. There's never seems to be more than that.
Now, do you ever encounter any of these Doras in more than one world? Can they travel like you?
Yes. Yeah. That's why we call them Doras, because they can travel through gates as well. Most of the people in the worlds, there's a couple of different kinds of gates, but normal gates, most that we tend to encounter, most of the people can't even see them, let alone interact with them. It's only Doras that can see them and interact with them. In more magic-related worlds, there are some gates that the background people can interact with and use, etc. But majority of the time, they cannot. So yeah, just one of the things about the place. All right. Did you have some thoughts on getting fuel from somewhere for this, Doc, or not at this stage?
No, not really. I'm not sure. But, I kind of think it'd probably be a good idea if we dug into that book and we looked into what's going on.
Yeah, sure. Yep, I agree. Did we want to do it here or go somewhere else and see if your friend comes with us?
Let's go to MMO and see if he appears there too. I have a feeling he's going to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to MMO.
All right. I'll get my MMO gear and we'll head off to MMO land.
Is it just a backpack, or are you changing clothes, or what's up?
I've got some magic armor, leather armor.
Are you going to put that on over what you're wearing?
No. I'm getting my MMO adventuring gear.
Right. Mackay comes out dressed up like he's going to a run fair.
Yeah, I get my stuff on like that too.
And so does he. You're feeling a bit underdressed right now, Wrestling.
I stand there with my hands on my hips, nodding appreciatively at their outfits.
When we get there, we can get you some appropriate clothing for there.
All right.
It's just, yeah, we've already got gear. Oh, is there any weapons that you're particularly skilled with before we go anywhere?
Oh yeah, I fancy pistols and assault rifles, and I'm pretty good with a sword.
Okay, so in this world there's guns, but they tend to be like late 19th century, mid 19th century level of technology for firearms. In some worlds, such as the world we're going to, gunpowder, it may not work. Well, I don't think it does work. High tech doesn't appear to work in the land we're about to go to. So things like guns and stuff, unless it's magitech, won't work. So we can get you, and it's probably better to wait till we get there to get a sword, because they potentially be able to get you a decent sword when we're over there. Hang on a second, we've got dwarvish crap here, haven't we? They brought some over, didn't they?
I think there might be.
Yeah. So there's 4 sets of high quality chain suits of armor and weapons.
There's probably some extra adventuring clothing here, because the tailor, when he discovered that you like to wear it, he probably whipped up some extra.
Yeah. So we can get all right. So we can equip you in clothes, get you a good dwarven sword, dwarven made sword, some chainmail, dwarven dwarven made chainmail as well if you want. We've got some of that spare.
I don't know anything about chainmail, mate.
Good for
What about
protection.
that?
It basically makes it, yeah, it's just equivalent to Kevlar, but chain.
All right.
Useful in a land where it's swords and bows and sorcery, etc.
Right.
Right, you get tooled up.
So clothes, chain vest, and you said
Sword.
dwarven
Yeah.
sword.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, dwarven made sword.
Gotcha.
Are the
Yeah, and
are the dwarven weapons bump up? I think they were, but I'm not sure. Did I
I've
tell
got
you?
no idea. It doesn't state. It just says high quality.
Make it a non-magic bump up. So your sword, Jason, instead of D8 damage, does D10 damage. And once your strength increases up to 80, then you'll move up another dice type.
So D10. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Did you want a dagger as well?
Yeah, might as well.
All right.
You're ready for the Ren Fair. Right. And after you guys all get dressed up and stuff, where do they take you?
The barber's shop.
They take you to a barber shop. There's some otter-headed dude in there. The barber shop's called Clem's. And when you walk in, the otter-headed guy goes, "Howdy, what can I do you for?"
Hi, Clem. Shave, please.
Did you say otter?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You might want to just give him a brief rundown of our walk from the embassy to
Oh,
Clem's,
sorry. Yeah.
Otter.
since it's all new to him.
Right. You're take a card, Pete. You are quite correct, sir. No problem. It looks as though it's like it's an old west type of town, but more of the back east feel to it. There's city walls and such around it as well. In the middle of town's a big fortress. The Australian embassy is right up against the big fortress, and then it's got huge grounds and stuff like that.
Within the wall.
Yes.
Okay.
But the fortress has its own wall. Like, yes, this is our wall, and the town has its wall, and then the town's wall connects to our wall, type thing. And
Before
The
we-
embassy is
sorry,
in the town or in the fortress?
in the town.
Before we get too far, I nick back to the embassy, grab a communication bracelet, and come back.
Aha! Cool. And then they give
And-
you a bracelet that looks like it's just a plain metal bracelet that goes on your wrist there.
And I will update it so that
Yep,
it's
yep.
encrypted, etc., etc.
Yep.
And I'll give you out of game. There's a section on the boards additional section on the boards that you'll now have access to.
Oh, okay.
That's
Oh, yeah.
in
The
player.
in-game boards.
It's in game.
Ah,
The bracelet's like a cyberpunk level technology thing where it can make like a little floaty screen, and you can type on the air and stuff in order to put in messages and stuff. Plus, you can communicate with the other two dudes apparently. So, yeah, it's got all kinds of neat shit like that in it. He gives you one of those, and then when you're walking through town, everybody has a different animal head. It's just like the Disney thing. There's fox-headed people, it's all that kind of shit, and they're all walking around like little Rory Calhouns on their hind legs and stuff. They're human size. They're all like very friendly, and they're like ambassador, and whatnot to Mackay.
you're an ambassador, eh?
Yeah. Yep, I'm ambassador. I'm a peer of the realm and other various things. Doc's been knighted, and I think he's a peer of the realm as well, or something.
But they don't remember, and I'm happy with that.
Yes, the various things we've done. Yeah.
But the barber shop itself has 4 different chairs in it. It's got a back room with the door closed. And it's got like little barbershop pole on the outside, says Clem's. It looks like it's kind of an old-timey barbershop as well. And when he walks in, he asks for a shave, and then Clem says, "Hot towel?"
Yes, thank you.
Where are you going back to?
Kinleyville, please.
All right. And he motions toward the seats and gets the hot towels and stuff.
You want to say you want to come too?
You too as well, he says.
Yes.
He
Sure,
begins
why not?
putting hot towels on everybody as soon as you sit into the seats. He puts a hot towel on your face.
I brace.
Hey, might be a good idea if we run through the safe zones that Clems is in and bring him to
Yes.
each of those so he has access.
Yes. And by the way, you'll probably
Like
find that
tonight.
you have tarot cards in your pocket.
I look in
As
my
soon
pocket.
as the towel's taken off, now Clem's a human with big mutton chop sideburns and stuff, and you hear a bunch of people nearby yelling, "Freeze! Freeze!"
It's
And
us. It's us.
Oh, you look over and there's like a bunch of ballistas and stuff like that pointed into Clem's. They've even got like a catapult and stuff that's kind of angled so they can just lob something on fire into Clem's if they need to. There's also those spear slappers. There's also a bunch of punji type sticks and whatnot all around. It looks like whoever set up all this shit really hates going to the barber. Or hates people that go to the barber. And
Where are we
also,
now, mate?
as McCabe prophesied, you do end up having a couple of tarot cards pop up in your pocket. They're both the Rider-Waite tarot deck. It's the King of Wands and the King of Cups. You have no idea about that.
And you may have two other tarot cards from appearing in since you'd never been
Oh,
in
God damn it.
East Geneva.
I forgot about that. And also Death and Seven of Wands. Here, I'll go ahead and put those in the thing. And
King of Wands, King of Cups, Death,
And Seven of Wands. So basically, the tarot cards, when we get a full deck, we can combine them, and then the cards will then do stuff.
Doc Fulton's looking really annoyed, like somebody just peed in his fucking cornflakes.
So basically, we're collecting the cards and storing them in a safe in back at the embassy. So if you want, I can add your ones to them, so we can. Basically, we're trying to get a deck together, and then we'll give you your cards back once the deck's collected.
Sure,
If you're sticking around, you'll find every time you go to a new realm, you'll have tarot cards. Sometimes you might need to search your pockets and mention the fact that you're searching your pockets for tarot cards, just to.
Sometimes the universe doesn't quite remember.
Yes. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, just to
I wink.
prompt.
Right.
So yes.
Jostled the universe's elbow. Yeah. Now this is.
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say they send a guard forward, and he suspiciously looks at you guys, and he goes, "All right, okay, I'm going to lead him out." And he's like, "Okay, step where I step, duck when I duck."
One sec. We might be traveling further. We just needed. Doc said as we put the towels on. Was there? I mean, what realms do we have that are safe to go to nowadays besides those two?
Burlington.
Oh yes, yes, of course.
I mean, even if we do appear in Gothic, we can leave right away.
Unless they've got people watching and smashed a window on us.
Very true.
We had that previously happen to us just as we were leaving Gothic.
Post-apocalyptic.
Yes, Bug City, yes. Melwicks is no good unless Clems has been rebuilt, or unless Clems has rebuilt itself. Gotham, it's been destroyed apparently, but that was the last time.
Excuse me, sir, says the guard. If you're going to leave soon, because otherwise somebody else may be coming in.
Yep. Do we just want to do a quick jaunt to Burlington? And the other benefit of doing this, Raslin, is that you can only use Clems is like a backdoor. That you can only use Clems to travel to places, one where there is a Clems, and two that you've been to before. So by us quickly taking you to a couple of safe places means that you can then travel there by yourself if you want to.
That's a good idea.
The code phrase is Clem's asks, "What can I do for you?" You say, "I'd like a shave, please." And he says, "Hot towel," and you say, "Yes." If you ask for something else, you won't travel. It'll be like a barber's. And only particular people can use Clems, basically Doras. Not all Doras seem to know about Clems either. So.
Howdy, what can I do you for? Says Clem,
Uh,
as you guys are sitting in the chairs.
Shave, please.
Hot towel?
Yes, thank you.
Where are you going back to?
Burlington, please.
Them as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Hot towels are applied to all of you guys, and when you take them off, it's exactly the same guy, although you seem to be in a different place. Instead of the angry guards with all the catapults and ballistas and shit, it looks like there's a lot of 1950s vehicles parked outside.
And there's some old guys out there playing checkers.
Shave? Says Clem. Same exact Clem, dude.
And you should have 2 additional tarot cards now.
Yep.
So the last place was called Kinleyville.
Kinleyville is the town. MMO land is what we refer to the land because of the background of it.
There's your new cards, the Lovers and the 8 of Pentacles. If you just want to hand them straight to Pete, he'll make notes of it for you.
I do so.
Yeah.
He's
There's
good
a
at
post.
keeping
There's a
track.
post on the boards with them, and with a link to a spreadsheet where we're noting down whose tarot cards and what they did. We're trying to. The thing is, we didn't know what they did until we got them and then started playing with them. But each tarot card does something different.
People can't get
and
enough
Logan
of
might
the
be annoying with us and change them if the mood takes him just to mess with us, as Logan is like to do.
Mhm.
All right. So quick rundown of Burlington, as it might be useful to know. It's 1950s.
Howdy, what can I do you for? Says Clem.
Yeah, we'll leave Clem's for a moment and step outside.
I'll pull up the map so that you can point at things.
Is your friend here, Doc?
They're in the 2nd district. We're in the first. The 1st district is where Clem's is.
Yeah, no, I mean we're in Burlington at the moment.
Burlington?
Is the observer here?
Oh yeah, he's been following every time we jump.
Okay.
I look over, I wave.
Right.
So
There's the map of
Burlington's
Burlington.
so Burlington's like a 1950s sitcom. Burlington's the smallest zone that we're aware of that we've encountered. Actually, no, it's not. I'm just trying to think the one where your ghosts was smaller than this or not because you were trapped in the house. I suppose the whole thing with the airplane and that made it bigger.
You're at Clem's Barber Shop, which is close to the corner of Main and Elm Street.
So this is a zone that a lot of Doras seem to appear in as their first zone from other Doras that we've encountered.
Happy Friday, says somebody passing you on
Happy
the street.
Friday. The zone resets itself. The people aren't as detailed. The background people here aren't as detailed as you will find at other places. There's a bed and breakfast where you can stay at, and you'll sometimes appear in. No money's used. If you go to a shop to get stuff, they'll just say, bill it to the bed and breakfast, and you say, yep. So it's got it's got a clothing store and a store with food and stuff. So if you need supplies or something and you're short of money, this is not a bad place to go and grab stuff. Or if you need clothing, because you don't need money to get stuff here. People from the MMO land will come here and they will pull down buildings or pull down parts of buildings to take it back to MMO land for construction purposes. And then the buildings tend to reset themselves. Occasionally stuff will appear in this place that won't go away. But majority of the time it resets itself, and we've worked out ways of causing it to reset as well.
You said people come here from MMO land?
Yes.
They take materials back?
Yes.
Are you talking about other Doras or?
But basically the people in MMO land were people playing an MMO from a different zone that got trapped in MMO land. Doc and Alex worked out that they got them to travel from MMO land to here, as there's a gate between here and MMO land. And by using that gate, some of them became Doras, so they could then travel. So they've got a flying ship that basically can fly between MMO land and here, and some use Clems as well. So they use this as a method of getting glass, for example, which saves them making it and getting some of the building materials like bricks and stuff and tiles and whatever. But yeah, it stays on Friday. Every day is Friday here.
It's every day is Friday.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So
Meatloaf is served for dinner every. Pardon?
So resources from here can be carried to other places.
Yes.
Now, only on that ship, or can you do it through the
No.
barber shop?
You can do it through the barber shop. You can do it via walking if you know how to walk between realms. Basically, if you can load stuff up, you can take it elsewhere.
You guys notice Doc Fulton seems unusually quiet, pensive, and irritated.
What's up, Doc?
Nothing. We're good.
I think he's annoyed about the Observer and not being able to get away from him. Anyway, so yeah, this MMO, as I said, Burlington's can be useful for supplies and stuff, and if you want to find somewhere to rest where you probably won't get annoyed by people.
Happy Friday, says a guy passing by.
Hey, happy Friday,
Friday.
mate.
He smiles and moves on. He's dressed like he's in the 1950s. There's a lot of cars, all the 1950s cars that nowadays people would love to get hold of, very shiny, sitting around on the streets.
Yeah, are there any important people around here I should know?
The sheriff and the deputies guard one of the gates, and if they see trouble, there's a telephone in the sheriff's office that they'll go and use to summon the men in black.
Ah.
So
the sheriff and the deputy can summon the men in black.
Yeah, anybody can if you use the phone, but they
You see that, Logan?
So like Doc and I have actually purposely used the phone a couple of times to summon Mibs for partly experimental purposes, partly to clear up issues that were happening here. There were people invaded here and broke the town. So,
Right.
So we got the phone and used it as a means of clearing up the town, and we also were able to take the phone to another realm, which we did so to enable us to use the Mibs against bad guys, basically, as troops for us, as a means of defeating a large force. So.
Now, other than building materials, are there other resources that can be found here that are in demand in other worlds?
Well, there's, depending on where you're going, as I said, you got a grocery store here, so there's canned goods and stuff that I'm not aware of anything particularly here that would be useful elsewhere. The Super Duper Mart used to be able to get Ovaltine rings from. You take stuff from the Super Duper Mart to the post office, and the next day a package would arrive. The Ovaltine rings are a minor magic item. They're quite useful for if something's in a foreign language, it will make it readable. But also, we sometimes find our magic items disappear on us, so we can distract the gods using an Ovaltine ring instead of losing something useful. But recently, the Ovaltine rings haven't. The ability to get the Ovaltine ring seems to have stopped. I haven't checked it recently, but the last couple of times we checked, they are out of stock for the Oval thing.
Oh.
So, I've been considering.
One of the only things that's not replenishing?
No. Oh, there might be other stuff, but that's the one thing we've noticed so far. There might be ways of forging the Ovaltine papers and using that and seeing if that works, but we haven't worried about it yet. There's been other stuff going on.
Hey, let's take a walk. Let's go to the bed and breakfast.
Okay. You're gonna. Yeah. All right. I've got a feeling I know what you're gonna do. I'm not gonna say it though.
So, because of my interested friend here, we go to where the clock is, and I want to know if there's a reaction to the clock.
Empathy. I'm the one guy who can see things, which may not be there. You guys aren't really convinced that he's just not crazy.
Got kangaroos loose, mate.
Yeah.
Are you going to do the next thing that I suspect you're going to do?
What do you think I'm going to do? I just wanted to come here because he has no reaction to this.
I think
The hands on the clock. The experiment we've done previously in advancing time.
Oh, we'd like try to turn the time back?
And see what happens with him.
I'll do so.
Oh, here's a picture of the clock real quick for Wrestling Rad. And hold on a second, I'm going to have Wrestling Rad make some notes here while you're getting ready to play with this clock. Do you see it?
I still see the map of Burlington.
Scroll out.
It's below it's on the left-hand side below the Burlington post office.
Ah.
Yeah. Cool. Give me what's that?
What is this I'm seeing?
It looks like a grandfather clock. It stands about human height.
And where is it at?
Underneath the office.
This is the bed and breakfast
that
we've gone
in
to.
the bed. Right.
Right. Okay.
You can stay here, and you may occasionally find yourself waking up here.
Go ahead and give me wrestling, since you've never seen this before. Give me a history roll.
Okay. Got that here somewhere. I think. There we go. Did that work? Ah, failed.
Cool. Give me you don't know when it's from, but give me an appraisal roll.
Ah, a little bit better at that.
Mm-hmm. You think that this
a quarter.
Yeah, you think that this clock may be worth what this whole building that you're in is worth, and this building is a pretty big. It's got many rooms and stuff. It's a large, comfortable place. So finding it in here is really odd. It may be worth part of what the town is worth or something. I mean, it's super expensive.
Quite a nice clock there, mate. I know some fellows that would pay some big money for something like that.
It's a unusual clock.
It is. I think that's why it's so valuable.
Nah, it's more than a clock, though.
Oh. What else does this do?
Well, we're about to see if it works.
I look it over really closely.
It looks like a normal grandfather clock to you. You don't see anything odd about it.
What else did you say this does?
I take out my card of myself. I concentrate on it.
Yep, he says.
Oh, before I forget, how does
no. Far out, you are not going well tonight.
Let's see what it says.
I swear to God, it's only the Trump shit. Like every time I try to do Trump shit, it's like fumble, 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 fumble.
Doc Fulton goes, for a while.
How does the check thing work? Do I just check this box next to a skill?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Oh shit! I'm glad you asked because I'd forgotten to mention it. Any skill that you succeed on that's called on and stuff, if you succeed in it, you get a check, and then it might go up at the end of the session. Okay. So apparently the card thing isn't going to work there, Chris.
Okay. Well, I steel myself and I slowly turn back time.
Right, give me a willpower times 3 roll.
No.
All right, no problem. Everybody begins to feel as though, actually, everybody give me essence times 3 rolls. So, Jason, next to your essence thing, there should be something that says times 3. And if you make this, then you get to put check next to your essence thing.
Times 3, you said?
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Go, team, go. Hey, no problem. Put a little check in the box next to the essence. It might go up at the end of the session, might not.
Cool.
Chris, give me a empathy roll, and you guys all feel as though you're starting, or that Doc Fulton is starting to tear space-time apart. And
Got it.
Doc, empathy,
Easy,
yes.
Doc.
There you
Easy.
go.
Feel like we're going off the rails a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it's a horrible feeling. You gotta feel like it's kind of
I'm
a
about to
crop.
have a liquid laugh.
You wish to keep going, Doc?
No, I'll stop.
Yeah.
He definitely reacted to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
In what
That's
way?
better.
He looked as though I was trying to, lay some scratches down on a turntable. Like,
Talking about you invisible fella?
yeah. I don't know. Are you? I looking at him. I was like, "Are you a construct from Ghost Wheel, trying to find out who's messing with your inner workings to see if you can try to eliminate the problem?"
I suppose that's always a possibility. Well, I always hope for the best, but experience unfortunately is.
Of course, I
taught me
failed
to
this one.
expect the
What the fuck? Does anybody have a reroll or a supporter reroll?
No, and in fact, I've got to play immediately, but
Let's see.
it's only going to affect me. Basically, I'm just going to
I
lose
got
all my cards.
replenish. I got a nada. I got a skill +5. And I got a discard. Any card you
So I'll
wish.
drop them up in the corner.
Oh, here, I'll change you back to your regular map.
Okay, thank
Very
you.
good. There you go. Oh, you got a card that made you get rid of everything?
Yeah, cold-blooded killing.
Oops. All those children. Oh, sorry. Anyway, oh, Chris. Yeah, there you go.
All right, hold on a second. So you have a what kind of cards?
Replenish. Nada.
Yeah.
Skill +5 and a discard.
A discard?
Yeah. Any cards you wish and refill your hand.
Two refills.
Can I have that card, and I will play that card, and I will give you a training time, which gives you a check in any one of your skills.
Ooh,
Okay.
Nice.
that's
Because
nice.
So I just drag it here, I think.
Just play it. Yeah, drag it into discard pile.
that's okay. You can trade it to me, and I'll do it. What we usually do is to refill your hand cards, or when we're trading cards. Like if I'm going to play the card that you're trading me, you just discard it, and then I give it to you. Otherwise, it just takes a little bit longer. God damn it.
Ultimate Sniper. Just imagine how far you'd be able to drive a goddamn ball if that worked for a fucking golf.
All right, I got anti-greed, and the rest of my cards are crap. Do you want to play your replenish, which means we can all discard our cards and then refill?
Sure. Should I play this training time now then?
Yeah,
Yes.
play that first.
Play it first.
Good call.
Take a check in any normal skill. Okay.
I would take one you don't think you're going to get a check in this session, although honestly, in your shoes, it'd be hard to figure out what you will and won't get it.
One is as good as another, I suppose.
Mhm. I'd ask the other guys, do you think
Do you guys have any recommendations?
Stealth, if it's not very high.
I've got that maxed. It's 60, yeah.
I would either go for like the bold ones. Anything that's bold on your character sheet is a good one to take a check in, or something that you're probably not going to use, but you want to have high when it's time, like assault rifle.
Yeah,
That's a good one to get a check in, because because that's all like you will be the only long range fighter that we have then as well. Because like no one else knows how to use that shit.
Oh really?
No,
yeah.
Then I've got that at 60 right now.
While you guys do card play, I'll be right back.
Okay, so got the check, played the card, and then so to play replenish, just put it in the discard pile.
Yeah, first, but we can discard first, as the card says. Like everybody can, so discard your crap first, and then you put that on top.
Okay.
Because there's another card called that's like the old master plan.
Yeah.
That's there. We can get one of those, and that way we can pull that. So then refill your hand and play that on top. Yep. God damn it.
And hopefully nobody gets red.
Oh, did I do that wrong?
No.
No, you're fine.
What do I do? Okay, so draw 4 more cards. Let's see, what do we got? No red. Got masterpiece. Bumps up the outcome.
If you create something, it bumps it up. But it doesn't matter because I got a yin-yang and an equalization. So, yay!
Does that mean we all discard or something?
Yeah, discard and refill, and then I have to take a negative in my fucking essence. God damn it.
Oh, God damn.
Yeah, it fucking fuck.
That doesn't sound good.
No.
So, draw 4 more.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing red. Got another one of those training time cards.
Yeah, nice. No rerolls or anything, sorry. Nothing useful.
Yeah, I need to step away for 1 second. Be right back.
Okay.
He's escaped. Right.
I'll spend a pause on that because I just need to fucking make sure.
Look on Chris's face. You spend a pause against him. There you go.
So I'm pretty sure I'm right on the money with this.
I haven't seen Chris look that annoyed in minutes.
Yeah. I tried to bend my will to it, and it definitely said no. So we should no longer talk about the red gem out loud like that.
Or any other amber stuff?
Yes.
All right.
Because I don't know how it's tracking me, but clearly it is. So we would have to go somewhere outside of here, probably.
Right.
Which would be hard to do.
To the wall for a while.
So, Joshua, you were saying about the Dakota rings here in Burlington. Sounds like I might not be able to get one right now.
That's right.
Yeah. out of inventory?
Or we can check just on the off chance they've restocked the Ovaltine, but last time I was here, it was out of stock.
Gotcha.
All right. Was there
So
anything
I will
else?
follow you guys wherever you're going to go. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Something that would allow me to read foreign languages sounds pretty useful.
It is very useful. One thing about the different zones is that some zones magic is harder to work in than others. You have to basically push your will to cause it to work.
Mm.
And we've even found one zone where it's impossible to use any magic. So,
How
due
do
to
I
the
learn
nature-
magic?
we can teach you.
Bloody
We
hell.
can teach basically. We can teach you the basics of a school of magic. Attempt to teach you, I should say. There's no guarantee that we'll succeed in teaching you, unfortunately.
Sure.
But anyway, let's go check.
I say, if you wanted to teach them something now, real quick, you could. Well, wait, does it work here? I don't know. Oh well, when you get to MMO land, anyway,
well, I think I can't remember if it's ×3 or ×1 here.
No worries. You take them out of the bed and breakfast, walk them down the street.
Yep, go to Super Duper Mart, see if they got Ovaltine in.
In the Super Duper Mart, Bruce Cooper says to you, "Isn't it a lovely day today?" He's a middle-aged man with a slightly hooked nose. In here, you notice they sell food and lots of stuff. Everything a 1950s grocery store could reasonably be expected to have, including some of the newfangled TV dinners. Just imagine being able to eat your dinner and watch TV at the same time out of a small metal tray. Let's see. They don't have any Ovaltine decoder rings. However, they do sell products like Calgon. Calgon, take me away. Cigarettes called the Big Boss. They also have Big Pops candy, Doghouse. It's canned dog food. Greasy Prospector. It's pork and beans canned food. Gray Tortoise cigarettes. Hubris Comics, which include an issue of Grognak the Barbarian and the Adventures of Captain Cosmos. Mary Kay Cosmetics. Rooster's Rum. Saddle Up. It's a horse-themed Salisbury steak, apparently. Spring Valley Potato Crisp. Abraxo Cleaner. Washo Detergent. And Gunderson's Nuts. Unshelled nuts. Nut. So good.
Some of that stuff sounds pretty familiar, mate.
Mm-hmm. So they
Give
don't.
a pack of ciggies?
Sure. Should we go ahead and charge it over to the bed and breakfast? Says
Of course, mate.
Bruce. All right. Would you like Big Boss or Gray Tortoise or both?
Big Boss, mate.
It gives you Big Boss cigarettes.
You got a lighter, some matches, mate?
It gives you a packet of wooden or a box of wooden matches.
Yeah, good on you.
Is there a sporting section in the Super Duper Mart?
No.
So, Bruce Cooper, you're the proprietor of this fine establishment?
That's right, sir. What a great Friday it is today, isn't it?
Sure is, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Say, when you going to get some more of that Ovaltine in?
Well, we should have it by Sunday.
You sure you don't have any back in the warehouse?
I'm afraid we're all out. The kids, they love it.
Sure do. Well, I guess we'll check back. You're running a great store here, mate.
Why, thank you. I am a little worried, though, because today my wife's going to be borrowing the car, and you know how women drive.
Better watch out, mate.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I gave her the keys.
So can I roll empathy on this guy? Is this guy like a robot or?
Sure, go ahead and give me an empathy roll.
Something's clearly off with him. Empathy.
Would you like some Gunderson's unshelled peanuts?
I made it by half.
Wow. It's almost like he's acting some lines.